surrounding Golden State this season. January, it's been a little bit of a rough month for the Dubs. In their last 10 games, they're 43.3% in field goals. That's the third worst in the NBA. And of course, the most recent bright spot was Klay Thompson's return. The Warriors, they're 2-4 in games Klay has played in since he came back. And for more on Klay, I want to bring in our Warriors reporter, Kendra Andrews. So Kendra, yesterday you tweeted that Klay Thompson is questionable against the Mavericks with knee soreness, but what's his status?
Well, Malika, Klay first started experiencing that knee soreness on Sunday during the team's walkthrough ahead of their game against the Utah Jazz. And this is the same knee that he had surgically repaired after tearing his ACL in Game 6 of the 2019 NBA Finals. He also did not practice the other day, though I did see him on the stationary bike and by the squat rack. Now, Steve Kerr said that there's nothing to be too concerned about regarding Klay's knee, and holding him out of Sunday's game and practice yesterday was out of abundance of caution as they bring him back off of that 2-year layoff. As you said, he's listed as questionable tonight against Dallas, but whether or not he plays, his knee is something we're going to be monitoring very, very closely.
Yeah, absolutely. And whatever Steve Kerr says, whether or not he's too concerned, whenever you hear surgically repaired knee and soreness, there's a little bit of concern that comes up for Warriors fans. But what's been the biggest adjustment for the Warriors in working Klay back into the flow and rotation?
Well, there's two areas of his game to really watch. The first is actually his dribbling and ball handling, which is a little bit ironic. He's been doing that more than he ever has before since returning. Now, Steve Kerr said that this is in part because the last time Klay Thompson played, he was playing alongside Kevin Durant, one of the most prolific ball handlers this game has ever seen. And right now, the Warriors are also without Draymond Green, who is currently their best facilitator. So Klay has been picking up some of the slack there. But he also said, Klay said, this is a way that I can get going, get into a rhythm. He knows that he has the strength and the ability to dribble and drive to the hoop, possibly draw some contact and go to the free throw line. So until his shot fully returns, he's going to use this to get a rhythm. The other area is his defense. Malika, before he was injured, Klay was one of the most elite two-way guards in the NBA, and his usual defensive assignment was to take on the opponent's best wing. So take tonight's game against Dallas as example. You would expect to see him go up against Luka Doncic. Steve Kerr said that whether or not Klay plays, this job tonight is going to be reserved for Andrew Wiggins, who has been defending the other team's best wing for the last year and a half. And even after Klay Thompson comes back fully and after his defense is up to speed, expect to see Andrew Wiggins stay in this role. I asked Andrew, what kind of potential is there for you and Klay to be an elite defensive tandem? And he said it can be so great because they can continuously hound their opponent all night long. He said it's going to be something very special.
Well, and watching Andrew Wiggins' ascent with the Warriors this season has been something that's been very interesting to watch. Kay, thank you so much for joining us here on NBA Today. That's the news part of Klay's knee, but for what it actually means on the court, hey, JJ, what can you show us?
Yeah, let me preface this entire segment with acknowledging that I am not a doctor. I am not a doctor.
You're not a doctor.
I do know, however, that the ACL is responsible for stability in your knee joint.
Yeah.
And look, basketball is not a linear sport. We're not running in straight lines. Clay's not standing still. I was going to say, we move in a three-dimensional plane, frontal, sagittal, and transverse.
All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
The Warriors' offense is based on movement. So they love to play out of the post and run split action up top.
Never seen.
So if Perk's got it up there,
That's a stance.
I'm running split action up here with RJ, and he top locks me. What am I planning on? I'm back cutting here. Oh, let me get a lay.
Okay, pass it back. Here we go.
Obviously, Klay loves catch and shoot action. Again, RJ's in a lock and trail. I'm coming off Perk again. RJ decides to shoot the gap. Where am I planning?
Watch
again.
it, Jay.
And then the ball there. Oh,
I don't know if I can make this.
Go ahead.
Come on,
Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. It's all good.